Well, it's finally happening, folks. E3 is going to be taking place this year, but only as a digital event due to the pandemic still going on. 2020 was a pretty bad year for Nintendo, if not a bad year for everyone else. There were a lot of games that came out that year, and some of them were okay, and some were pretty bad. With the exception of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Hopefully this year we will be getting more exciting content ready to fire out after being cooped up in their houses for a year. We're only 3 days away for E3 for Nintendo this year. So, everyone on the internet is speculating what Nintendo has to offer. Whatever the case, this is DynoMike here, and this is the top 10 predictions of Nintendo Direct of E3 2021. In the last Nintendo Direct presentation, Nintendo revealed a trailer of the next installment for Splatoon. This next presentation should reveal what the new campaign mode has to offer and what storyline it's going to follow, and maybe a new storyline for the Octolings as well. New weapons to choose from, such as the classic weapons from both the first and second game, and any other weapons in resemblance to the other Nintendo properties. Examples such as Shadow Mario's brush from Super Mario Sunshine, or the Super Scope. There could be news on new special attacks from the first and second game and other new attacks as well. New game modes to choose from and new themes of Splatfest hosted by all 4 of the performers from the previous games, or possibly 2 new performers. Who knows what the next Splatoon game is going to bring. Nintendo Directs are prominent for revealing a character anytime they do a presentation. The prediction of the characters is normally brought up to opinion, speculation, and debate, which is why the character prediction should have a list of its own. To summarize, I would love to think it might be the following characters. Crash Bandicoot, another platforming pioneer that would make a great addition and a new brawler. One we haven't had in a while. Porky from Earthbound. Let's bring another baddie to the list. Plus, haven't you noticed there's an absence of Porky as a spirit or a boss fighter? I'm beginning to feel that the game is saving up space for Porky. Who knows? Dixie Kong from the Donkey Kong series. Opposed to making her an Echo Fighter for Diddy Kong, let's give her own spot as an original fighter with a new moveset. I might be off as well as the Smash community, but nevertheless, I'm looking forward for the reveal of the next fighter or fighters. We're all thinking it's gonna happen for this year's presentation. Hopefully it won't be a disappointment to all of us. Or Nintendo will just straight up troll us and add the guy from Fortnite or another Fire Emblem character once again. A few of Rareware's properties used to be a part of Nintendo, such as Battletoads, Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, and so on. Many of these games played a huge part in Nintendo's history, so it might be best for Rare Replay to set the stage in the Nintendo Switch lineup. A few Microsoft games made it to the Nintendo Switch, such as Ori, Minecraft, and Cuphead. Why not give another Microsoft game to the collection? And if possible, also include Donkey Kong 64 and all the behind-the-scenes footage based on the game and reveal concepts based around the game such as stages, bosses, etc. Anything. It's a fool's wish, but I feel totally hopeful and positive that they might add this game to the lineup. Even better, hopefully they'll announce that Rare will be partnering back up with Nintendo to work on games like they did in the old days. Again, it's a fool's wish, but fingers crossed for this year. Nintendo keeps bringing us some generic and unheard of titles for the Super NES and NES online library, and occasionally there's a known title here and there from time to time, but mostly it's just really generic games. The few games in this series that needs to be re-released for the Nintendo Switch has to be the Earthbound games. Earthbound Beginnings or Mother for the NES, and Earthbound or Mother 2 for the Super Nintendo. Or better yet, bring the trilogy of the Mother series in one big game. Pretty much what Fire Emblem did for the release for the Switch, but instead of making the game a limited time, make it lifelong, or as the Nintendo Switch lifespan goes on. If the very first Mother game and Earthbound can be released for both Wii U and 3DS in the past, surely they'll do the same thing for the Nintendo Switch, and even include the third Mother game in the mix as well, and give it a translation to English, and give it a different Earthbound title. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a huge fan on the series, but I do understand the series' fan base, and how some characters made its appearances in the Smash Bros. Series. Bottom line, I feel like this trilogy will make its appearance to the Nintendo Switch. We all know that Star Fox Zero was such a disappointment for the Wii U, utilizing too much of the gamepad capabilities and not allowing us to use our Pro controllers. Seriously, Nintendo, what the fuck? Hopefully, Nintendo can revive this series with a more compelling storyline or revamping the very first Star Fox game for the Super NES, and possibly combine it with the second game. It would be very nice bringing this game back. And there's another game that could also make its comeback. F-Zero, the most fast-paced racing game to ever hit the Nintendo lineup. The last game we ever got from the series was F-Zero GX for the Nintendo GameCube. I feel like it's high time for this franchise to come back, and not just for spin-offs on franchises like Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. Legitimately bring the game franchise back, just to relive the fast-paced racing, death battles, and its awesome soundtrack. This is the kind of adrenaline rush all these fans need. I decided to put both Star Fox and F-Zero on the list because both franchises really need that recognition once again, and not just from spin-offs, their own games. Seriously, Nintendo, bring them back! Ever since 2017, we've been getting a small glimpse of what Retro Studios has in store for us. Metroid Prime 4. Sadly, due to many setbacks and starting the game from scratch, not another glimpse of gameplay or cinematics were shown since. The fanbase of the Metroid series deserves to see what plans are made for the fourth installment, which is why this year would be a perfect year for a speck of something from the Metroid Prime series. If there isn't another glimpse of the fourth installment this year, at the very least give us the Trilogy in high definition. Letting Metroid fans recapture that awesomeness of Samus Aran's adventures on the Nintendo Switch once again. Give us something of the franchise. Hell, it could be a remastering of another 2D classic from the Super Nintendo or the Game Boy Advance. We shall see, Metroid fans. We shall see. People have been speculating about this for a long time and even leaked pictures and information all over the internet. There's a speck of hope from the Nintendo fanbase that there will be a Switch Pro in the works. There could be capabilities that the original Switch didn't use, such as presentation of 4K quality, a built-in Ethernet cable port for stellar online gameplay, Bluetooth connectivity without plugging in a headset to listen to your game, and any other features that would be really cool to have. The Switch Pro will most likely cost over $100 more than the original Switch, but hopefully that money would be totally worth it. Make it happen, Nintendo. Make it happen. Rumors. Spreading around the internet like wildfire. Yet another game bound to be out soon, also to be made by the same people that brought us the 2017 masterpiece known as Super Mario Odyssey, is in development of a brand new Donkey Kong game, possibly in the 3D sandbox style gameplay. Something that's been done similar to Donkey Kong 64, but without having to go in the tag barrel and having to do constant backtracking when collecting items for each specific Kong. Something just as fun with the same vibe Odyssey brought us. Hell, bring King K. Rool back as the main villain to the series, after being absent from the Returns game and Tropical Freeze. Yes, K. Rool, we totally missed you. Also, bring Grant Kirkhope back to compose the music. I would really love to see what the development team has up their sleeve in regards to the story, worlds to explore, and new ways to play the game in hopefully the next Donkey Kong game. In 2019, we took a small glimpse of what the sequel to the Breath of the Wild storyline will give us. Hopefully this year we'll get some information, some gameplay, and some new features that will definitely hype us out. Fingers crossed for a co-op mode where it can be split screen if possible, or using a separate Nintendo Switch to play along with your friend, either locally or online. Only time will tell for what the game will bring us. I was gonna put this on number 1, but let's face it, everyone has speculated this to be the inevitability after giving us other Zelda titles and such. Some news of this game should definitely be presented this year on E3, especially with the 35th anniversary of this series coming to play here. Once again, this is a fool's wish, and it really needs to happen. This year, E3 should release another title of the series. Mario Kart 9. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still doing great with many people playing it and ranking it as the highest in sales. However, when you really get down to it, it's still just a port from the Wii U library. Besides, where the hell is Diddy Kong in the character lineup? And what the hell was up with Mario Kart Tour? I mean, I did enjoy it for a while, but it didn't really felt like the mobile Mario Kart game I was expecting it to be. And wish there was more to offer in Mario Kart Live than just having Mario and Luigi as an RC car and just playing it around your house, you know? Give us a roster of characters that exceeds the amount from the previous game, a roster similar to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Give each character some unlockable costumes or character schemes that reflect on their personas or past games. Maybe bring more characters from other Nintendo series. More of the Donkey Kong characters like Diddy, like we talked about, or Dixie Kong, or Cranky Kong, or Funky Kong, or hell, maybe even King K. Rool. Other characters such as Samus Aran, Captain Falcon, Kirby, Star Fox, or maybe other third-party characters like Sonic the Hedgehog. It could happen. The possibilities are just endless. Even more courses to race on or battle, from past games or new stages that reflect on the past Mario games. More items to knock your opponents with. Maybe bring out character-specific items, kinda like what Mario Kart Double Dash did. Other fun ways to play in this hopefully new Mario Kart game. I could go in so much detail to what this game could offer, but hopefully if this game is declared to happen, I'll give it a list of my own to what this game could bring us. Besides, if Splatoon could get a sequel for the Nintendo Switch, I don't see why Mario Kart shouldn't get one as well.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, click a like and subscribe right now. Also, click on the bell to be notified for more awesomeness from this channel. Content such as Sonic skits, live streams, and so on. More awesomeness is yet to come.